Hey Tube, welcome back. Today we have problem 122, best time to buy and sell stock. So you are given an integer array called prices, where prices of I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. On each day, you may decide to buy and or sell stock. You can only hold at most one share of the stock at any time. However, you can buy then immediately sell it on the same day. We want to find and return the maximum profit you can achieve. And we have this as an example. We have this array, and we say that the maximum profit will be 7 because we buy on day 2 with the price 1 and sell on day 3 with price 5. We have profit 4 because 1 minus 4 is 1 minus 5 is 4. Then we buy on day 4 with price 3 and we sell on day 5 with price 6, and we got profit 3, and we have profit 4 before, so 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, we did introduce brute force solution. We basically trying every number with all the other numbers to get the maximum profit, and we use a recursive, and it was n in power of n. It wasn't a good solution. Today we'll try to find a solution we call a peak value solution. So what are we trying to do here? Let's just go here. Let's make this smaller. Yeah, this better. So let's think about how we can do this one. As we said, that the maximum profit will be 7 because we can buy on day 2 with the price 1. We can sell on day 3 with the price 5, and 1 minus 5 we got profit of 4. Okay, and after that we buy on day 3, buy in day 4 with the price 3, and we sell on day 5 with price 6, and we have 3 minus 6, we will get 3, and right now the profit, it will be 4 plus 3, it will be 7. I don't know if you can recognize it, but what we are trying to do here, we're trying to find any number that smaller than its next. And when we find that, we're trying to get the profits that come from it. And after that, we continue looping, but we just ignore this, and we find another number, and this number should be smaller than its next. It will be pretty straightforward, pretty easy and pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science. So we're trying to loop and trying to find any number that is smaller than its next, and when we find that, we will have a valley, and after that we will have a peak. We're trying to find a peak and a valley, so when we find a peak, when we find the value, for example, 1 is a valley, and we find its peak is 5, that means we can find a profit. So we're trying to do this for all of the array. We're trying to find all the peaks and valleys in the array, and after that we're trying to do the code. Let's just try to see here in the code. Okay, so first I will create I with 0. This will be our pointer, or like we're using as index, and I will create a valley array, a valley element. This will have the valley prices. I will start with the prices of 0 at the beginning, and I will have a peak. It will start at prices of 0 as well, and I will have max profit. It will equals 0, and before I forget anything, we should return this max profit. Okay, so we want to get the max profit right now. What we can do is we can create a while loop. Okay, and I will say while I is less than the prices dot length minus 1. Okay, and I will say okay, while I less than prices dot length minus 1, and basically this one we want to make sure there's something to loop through while I is less than prices dot length minus 1. We want to make sure that there's something to loop through, and we want to make sure that now we're trying to find a value. So we say that okay, the prices and prices of I is bigger than or equal prices of I plus 1, just increase I by 1. I plus plus. And after that we will say value will equals prices of I. What we have done here. So right now I'm trying to find the value, which is the value as we said before. We're trying to find an element that is smaller than its next. So we create this while loop, and we say first this first line, this first check, we say that if there is something to loop through. The second check here, we're saying that okay, if the prices of I is bigger than its next, then that means that there is no value, there is no profit. So we increase I plus 1 until we find the element that is smaller, until to find an element, the prices until the prices of I is smaller than its next. That means we can generate profit. After that, we will need to find a peak. So we will do the exact same thing here in the while. So, but I will say this will be the opposite, because the peak is exactly the opposite. It will be I plus plus, and I'll say okay, the peak will equals prices of I. It's exactly the same, and max profit, what will be plus equal peak minus value. Okay, there's something wrong here I have done here. Yeah, okay, let's talk about this again. So first we have initialization. We have the function initialize 0. Okay, I equal to 0. This to start iterating from the beginning of the prices array. We have value and peak value and peak are initialized to the first element of prices. They will represent the lowest and the highest prices in the buying and selling cycle. We have max profit. The max profit is initialized to 0 and will accumulate the total profit. After that, we are, after that we iterate through the prices. Okay, we have we have okay, I didn't run that. Okay, I'll run it. After that we will see. After that we iterate through the prices while we have the while loop continues as long as I is less than prices dot length, and the minus 1 here, the minus 1 we have here, it accounts for the need to compare the current prices with the next prices, because of that we have minus 1, because we compare two elements together. After that we want to find the value. We have here trying to find the value. The inner while loop increments I until we find the price that is lower than the next day's price. This point represents a value or a good buying point. Okay. After that we're trying to find the peak. So this one we're trying to find the peak. So another while loop, then increments I until it finds a price that is higher than the next day's price, indicating a peaks or a good selling point. Okay, after that we calculating the profit. So within this line we calculate the profit buying at value price and selling at the peak price, and adds this profit to max profit, and after that we return the max profit. And this function calculates the maximum profit that can be made by buying and selling stocks. And the key strategy is to buy low value and sell high peak, iterating through the prices array to find those points. This approach is effective for scenarios where the stock can be bought and sold multiple times to maximum profit. So let's just try to run it and see if it works or not. It worked. Let's see if okay, I'm beating 77%. This is good. This is good. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you like my content. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you in future problem.